Roland's Recap coming to you live. Look behind me. All you see is boxing, something that I love. USA boxing at its best. Right now we're in Cowtown City. Right now I call it the city because it's a city of heaven. Heaven where boxing comes to you live. Right now we're in our second day of the Junior Olympics. We're choosing our team right here, making their way all the way to Midland here, June the 10th, 11th, and 12th. Let me repeat that, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to be making a trip over to Midland, Texas to do one thing. And I'm going to tell you right now what they're going to be doing. They're going to be taking the title of Midland, and they're going to be bringing it back here to Dallas. This is our second day. Our first day, I have the results right here, 29 bouts. And I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, they brought the heat. They brought the meat. There were people up to 268 pounds here bringing the action to us live in front of our eyes. And we're selecting our team. You look behind us right now. We have nothing but the open boxers in here bringing us the action. Today, we have, let me make sure I get this right, 28 bouts of action-packed excitement. Let me go and give you a rundown of what these warriors have brought to the ring itself. These are our 13 and 14, 15 and 16-year-old. Let me repeat that, Junior Olympians making their way to what I call the Olympic title here in the next few years. We're seeing tomorrow's champions today on full display. Let's go and get down to one warrior of a boxer. I'm going to tell you, I need to make sure I get his name right. He had to leave, but I was going to get an interview from him. Let me go and get his name for you. His name was none other than Alex Alvarez. You better keep your eye on this young man. He's from Cruz Crew. He's weighing in just over 201 pounds. I asked him, you can cut weight, get under 201. He said, there's nobody there to fight. Today he climbed into the ring with a man right at 250 pounds and made short order another RSC. I'm going to tell you, Mr. Alvarez is only doing one thing. He is cutting short with all of his opponents. He's 15 years old, and you better keep your eyes on him. Let me give you a quick note right now as we make our way to Midland, Texas. There's a man over there called Michael Dutchover. He's making quick order of everyone he gets in the ring with. This past week, he climbed in the ring with a heck of a champion down in Houston. I missed that last week, but I want to apologize to you, Mike, because I didn't announce that. You made order of a 5-time national champion, and Michael Dutchover walked out the winner. Now let me look back over here. The young ladies also are making their way. There's a lot of ladies here. We've got a lady by the name. Let me make sure I get her name. She is making a lot of noise. It was yesterday that she brought the heat. Let me see. Here she is. Can't find her name right now, but I'm going to tell you, as we wrap up this, not that we're going to wrap it up right now, but I want to tell you, the action is flowing. I'm part of this action today. I'm one of the USA boxing officials. And as we see these warriors, we may be getting some interviews from these young men. One that just took the action, Hector Vasquez again. He's always in here, always making it happen. And I'll tell you, we're going to try to get a quick interview with him. You stay tuned as we get some of these warriors here on camera. Okay, we've got our next boxer here. I've got to tell you, I've got to shrink down when I talk to this man because he's one heck of a giant when he gets into that ring. He's a giant of a man at 114. This young man knows very seldom defeat. The only time he ever gets beat, I'm pretty sure, is at the national level for the national championship. Is that pretty much it, Hector?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I tell you, he's humble in spirit, but he's large on those hands. Let me see those equalizers you got. Let me see those guns, baby. I tell you, let me ask you a question, Hector. I know right now you've just won the championship. You just beat a guy by the name. I want to give him his credit. He crawled in the ring with you. And I'll tell you, anybody who crawls in the ring with Mr. Hector Valdez is a champion in itself. But his name is Damon Soto from Home of Champions, HOC. Tell me what it was like in there.
He was a good fighter. That doesn't back out, doesn't back down. He stays in there and fight, and he's a good fighter, but I just came on top.
Oh, I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I was at ringside. He gave a clinic. He gave a clinic of a boxing lesson right here today. That's what you did. Hector, I saw you boxing a lot more than you normally do. Did Coach, Dad, everybody tell you to just put your skills to work today or what?
Yes, sir, because, you know, he's from Dallas, I'm from Dallas, so they kind of know how I fight, so I got to switch it up a little bit.
Oh, it's quite obvious. You know, I'm not a boxing expert, but I'm an expert enough to know that as you guys are growing, I see the different styles that you bring to the ring. Now let's go ahead and talk about Hector Valdez, the boxer and the warrior, now going to Midland, Texas. Tell me what is on the ropes, what's on the agenda. Tell me what we can expect from Hector Valdez, from him being in shape.
Well, you know, I did pretty good today, but you got to keep working on. You got to go back to the gym, get more, work out more, and then try to go up there and win. Go all the way to nationals and get gold this year.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, you come out and you see this man, you're going to see an artist with his hands at work. Like I've always seen an artist with a paintbrush. Don't watch this man with his hands. He'll paint you a new face. He's quick, he's fast, he's hard. And I tell you one thing, he comes out hard. He only comes out for one reason, that's to win. A big W. Is that right, Hector?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so regionals is going to be a little pit stop till we go to the nationals, right? For the JO, another JO championship, another national champion?
We're going to see 5 times.
Okay, let's go ahead and talk about the record now. You've got to tell the fight fans out here because they don't know who you are. How many national titles do you have?
5 national titles, and then one world ringside title.
Let's go ahead and put a ring title. Let's go and put a world title while we're resting here. That's what he does. Now, last but not least, any quick shout-outs to anybody, Hector?
Yeah, I want to get a shout-out to Damien, badass fighter. You got a hell of a fighter.
I'll tell you what, how about your coaches? Anybody there?
Yeah, my coach, he's been helping me in different styles, not just the same old style, so people, won't know me as the same. He's been working out with my dad, always been there for me ever since I was little, and he's still there for me, so. And all of them, my mom, they come support me, as good or bad, they're always there for me.
He is a gentleman outside the ring, ladies and gentlemen. You've always heard my saying, warriors in the ring. You stay tuned. This man's going to bring home, I got a feeling, another national title. Stay tuned for our next one. Now you can see I've got 2 beautiful women that have been chasing me. No, I had to buy their time. No, I got to tell you right now, we have 2 beautiful spectators of boxing over here coming out to see some of their friends, and in one case, I think a boyfriend. I've got nothing but Debbie over here. Debbie, I've got to shake your hand. Debbie, is that your name?
Yes, it's Debbie.
Okay, who did you come out here to see, Debbie?
Michael Bowers.
And Michael Bowers fights, I think, with Leathernecks, right?
Yes, he's a leatherneck.
Okay, and who? I think I got Crystal over here, right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, Crystal, I'm going to have to ask you to speak a little bit louder. You see how loud I'm speaking right now? Because I know I'm loud, but we got a lot of noise here. Let me ask you, you came out here to see your boyfriend fight. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right.
And his name is?
Michael Bowers.
And Michael is fighting. He's right over here. He had a tough fight with a guy named Carlos Castillo. I got to tell you right now, I've been around boxing for a couple of years, and Carlos has been around a long time. But he put on a great show. Tell me what you think about what you saw today.
I think it was a good fight. I don't know.
I understand. Well, are you a true boxing fan, Debbie? Let me tell you.
Only to support my son. That's how much of a boxing fan I am.
And what's your son's name?
Michael.
Oh, that is your son. I'm sorry. So I've got mom. Oh, I thought this right here might have been a potential girlfriend. This is mom here. I'm sorry, Miss Bowers. But I tell you what, he did a great job, did he not?
He did, and it's Perry. I'm Perry, he's Bowers.
Oh, you're Perry. I'm sorry. I thought you said Debbie. My bad, God. Oh,
Debbie
okay.
Perry.
Oh,
Debbie Perry.
Oh, God, I'm all over the map here. You can see this right here is a cold, fresh interview. But we're going to get down to the fight fan information. How long has he been boxing?
About 3 years.
Well, he looks beautiful in the ring because I'm going to tell you, Mr. Castillo has a lot of experience. Now, let me ask you, are things getting pretty close with y'all too?
We've been together for over 3 years, so I would say it's going that way.
Oh, golly, I mean, I don't like to dig too deep, but I can see that this right here, you were intense during that bout, taking that film. You were capturing every second, were you not?
Yeah, I almost lost my voice over this.
Well, he did fight good. What we wanted to do here, we wanted to see the fight fans that come out to support boxing. Normally we have a lot of different types, and we wanted to catch a couple. We're going to be capturing all of these amateur events as well as pro events. Mama, anything you want to say to son before we cut this off?
Mikey, I love you. You did a great job. Proud of you.
That he did. And let me ask, Miss Crystal, any shout out to Mikey, or might I say Mr. Bowers, since I'm not, on the side of the fence, that I can call him Mikey?
Yes, you can call him Mikey.
Well, what do you want to say to him?
That I love him, and we'll be here again pretty soon.
Well, I'm going to tell you, this right here is the backbone of what I call USA boxing support at its best. Mom and girlfriend here coming out to support their warrior and their champion. Stay tuned as we wrap up another session of Roland's Recap here at the Junior Olympics, box off!